Howdy friends and neighbors, Jake Vaadeland and the Sturgeon River Boys here want to do an original number of mine we really hope you're going to enjoy called One More Dollar to Go. I got one more dollar to go, one more dollar to go. I spent all I got, and I ain't got a lot. I got one more dollar to go. Well, I bought many a thing for the home, and I'm asking the bank for a loan. My money will soon be running low, for I got one more dollar to go. I got one more dollar to go, one more dollar to go. I spent all I got, and I ain't got a lot. I got one more dollar to go. Well, I gotta pay that fellow I was sued, and the mortgage on the home is due at noon. But I spent all my money to and fro. Now I got one more dollar to go. I got one more dollar to go, one more dollar to go. I spent all I got, and I ain't got a lot. I got one more dollar to go. Okay, don't make it now. I wish to the Lord that I could stop throwing all the pennies that I got. I have a little problem, I know, where I got one more dollar to go. I got one more dollar to go, one more dollar to go. I spent all I got, and I ain't got a lot. I got one more dollar to go. Oh, I spent all I got, and I ain't got a lot. I got one more dollar to go. My name is Jake Vaadeland. I'm from the province of Saskatchewan in the country of Canada, and I'm a full-time musician and entertainer. My music is very traditional yet unique, and it is a blend of bluegrass, rockabilly, and old-time country all put into one. I never did get into modern music that's, you know, quite popular now, and I always liked looking good, you know what I mean, you know, life, in my opinion, is worth living good and looking good, presenting myself well, and even my home, you know, is filled with antiques and stuff. I sort of try to live a timeless lifestyle before the time where eras became a thing and different styles became you know, fashion trends and stuff like that became a big deal. So I try to live before that, but quite well aware that I am living in the year 2024. I just happen to like to dress this way and live my life in sort of a more timeless way. I do like the attention to detail in many things, furniture, music, clothing, entertainment, you know, good entertainment and stuff like that. And I definitely think that I'm trying to bring back that real entertainment, you know, not just to be a musician playing music for people, but to also entertain. It's not just about the music. There's got to be, you know, throw in some jokes, make people laugh, maybe make a skit that you can do with the boys and stuff like that. So it's a full-on program, you know. Yeah, kind of funny lyrics to that song, Retro Man. I wrote that during that, you know, the whole COVID thing. And I was in school and, you know, dressing this way and going about myself in that timeless manner very confidently and stuff. And, you know, of course, the other kids, they didn't really like that in school. And I'd get pestered for it a little bit. Not that it ever bugged me, but it was hard to get work done with everybody nagging. So I left school and I finished online, and in the meantime I wrote more songs. I spent more time writing songs than I did finishing school. And I finished school before the rest of them did, even though I was writing songs for the first 3 hours of every day. And I wrote that song during that time about my experience with other young people that were sort of trying to tear down that confidence that I had. Johnny Cash at one time was a big deal for me, and but as I got a little older and started researching deeper into music, bluegrass music specifically is what I really liked, I discovered a fella named Lester Flatt, who was the front man of the group Flatt and Scruggs and the Foggy Mountain Boys. And at one time I figured he was just an old fella that played the guitar and sang the lyrics, not really important. But over time I realized that that show would not catch on as well as it did without a good front man and a good entertainer, and a fella that had things and ran things as tight-knit as he did. And so I took a lot of inspiration from Lester Flatt and how he presented his show. Originally, as I had mentioned, Flatt and Scruggs were a big influence on me. So at one time I was taking a lot of influence from those old bluegrass songs that Lester Flatt would sing to come up with my songs, and I wanted to write songs that, you know, sounded like that. And so I did that. I wrote a few songs that were heavily inspired by the bluegrass industry and Lester Flatt specifically. And then I got to this point where I figured, well, that's kind of a copycat thing to do. So I wanted to tone down the inspiration a little bit and still keep that sound, that traditional sound, but wanted it to be completely me writing the song, and words and all, and sound a little bit too. And so I tried to just write a little bit more from the heart, I guess I can say, without trying to be too personal, but started to do that more, and in my opinion came up with better songs than I did trying to make them sound exactly like what I had been inspired by.